The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm on the new Yamaha 242 Limited S. Let's put it through a full test and see how she performs.
The Yamaha 242 Limited S had a length overall of 23 feet 6 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and a draft of 16 inches. Her dry weight was 3,519 pounds, and she has a 50.2 gallon fuel capacity. Our 242 Limited S was powered by a pair of high-output 1812cc Yamaha Marine engines that brought us to a top speed of 51.4 miles per hour. We were burning 23.2 gallons per hour at that speed and getting just over 2.2 miles per gallon for a range of 100 miles. For best cruise, you'll probably want to run at 6,000, where we got a speed of 37.4 miles per hour. At that speed, we were burning 11.5 gallons per hour, which translates to 3.2 miles per gallon and a range of 147 miles with a 10% reserve. Time to plane was 2.5 seconds, and we cruised through 30 miles per hour in only 4.2 seconds.
Let's talk about trimming the 242 Limited S. There is none. You hit the throttle, you launch off, that's all there is to it. There are no trim tabs, there's no trim control. So when you hit the throttles, it launches off, so make sure everybody's hanging on. Watch this. With turning, I expected to see a lot of slide and spinning out, but I did not get that on the Yamaha 242 Limited S. What I did find was that as you come around a turn, you're going to bleed off speed a little bit, and then it'll start to spin out. But before it gets that bleeding off of the speed, hang on, because it's an aggressive turn, so either turn very carefully or back off on the speed.
That's our look at the performance. Now, let's go over some of the features.
Beginning our tour all the way up forward, we have a combination anchor locker and 4-step beach boarding ladder. The compartment is self-draining, and notice the stainless steel latch and hinges. Now, one thing we have to give Yamaha very high marks for is this comfortable bow area. It sits just like a regular bow rider does. Grab rails on either side, drink holders in the corner, but there's so much more to the picture than that. Take a look.
Yamaha has put a lot of thought into their bow seating and used the space very well. By arranging the cushions in various positions, you can create seating the way you like it. For those times when it's a little cooler, you can close off the windshield and open up the starboard side storage door to close off the walkthrough and block the wind nicely. The port side storage is large enough to be used as a changing room, or perhaps with the simple addition of a porta potty, you'll have a head. Over on the starboard side, the storage under the console, while spacious, has steering cables that protrude a ways into the free space.
You've got tilt steering, and again, half turn lock to lock, waterproof rocker switches. Your 3 gauges are actually twin multifunction gauges.
The GPS multifunction gauges allow you to cycle through 18 different functions, including depth, water temp, heading, speed, and real-time fuel consumption.
The engine controls are mounted on a 45-degree angle, which I found to be a little bit awkward. At low speed maneuvering, I found myself using my hand palm up and just moving the throttles incrementally fore and aft and giving myself a little boost of speed that way. Yamaha made up for that by adding the no wake mode and cruise assist button. If you just put the throttles in gear, and now you can incrementally add or subtract speed in no wake mode, or add power and get yourself up to cruise, hit cruise assist, and you can also incrementally add or subtract speed, even at cruise speed. The captain gets a very comfortable bucket seat that swivels and goes fore and aft. Doesn't have an up and down adjustment, but it does have a flip-up bolster to give you a little more height for seeing up over the windshield. Now the port side seat can go from forward-facing to an aft-facing lounger in a flash.
Under the engine hatch is a pair of 1812cc high-output, 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, fuel-injected Yamaha Marine engines.
Notice the self-draining cockpit scupper. Not only does it drain the cockpit in short order, but instead of leading the water into the bilge, it pipes it directly overboard out the transom. Notice the low-profile jet drive engines that Yamaha uses that give you all kinds of room for making this aft patio. You can either sit with your back up on the deck like this, or if you're the type that likes to get your boards on in the water, you can sit in the water and still have a nice backrest here. Very comfortable swim platform. The wakeboard tow point 7 feet off the deck, and it's important to note that this whole tower is leaning forward so that the tow point is right at the boat's pivot point, so you're not going to lose any maneuverability by having somebody at the end of the tow line. Well, that's our look and test of the Yamaha 242 Limited S. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.